It's your boy Prince of Pain with Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium, with our special artist spotlight of the week, Leo Gonzalez, all the way from Califas, ain't it?
Yeah.
How you doing?
No. I don't know why you're trying to act happy right now. That pizza cannot be worth it. The cold outside, the pizza's not worth it. You like the pizza like that?
Oh my God! No, I
trade.
trade the pizza in right now. Chicago's brick right now.
Too much.
Today
Too
I
much.
think it's 10 below zero. My car, I couldn't even get in it. It was froze. It was like, no, you are not getting inside me today. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Other than that, I'm good, bro.
So my guy, anybody just tuned in has never seen my guy's face. You know, no, it's George Lopez. It's
You
Leo
look a little different
Gonzalez.
here.
You heard? But he's a TikToker, famous TikToker. We discovered him doing some great content, funny, inspirational. And I want to say that from the station, I kind of watched him like blow up, you know, and it was remarkable. I cover inspirational stories, and I thought he should be our artist spotlight since he was in Chicago. You want to tell us anything about this? Well, first of all, who is Leo, where you come from, and what the hell brought you to TikTok?
All right.
They said it was only for younger.
I know. When I first made it, one of my homies was like, "Aren't you a little too old for it?" And now I'm like, "Where are we at?
Well,
Where
you
we
should
at?
be
Look, no,
laughing.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. All right, you mind your business."
Mm-hmm.
Nah, yeah, I never thought about it because I don't know if you saw like the advertisements for TikTok like a year or two ago. It was on there, the ads on YouTube, and they're all like, it was like weird music stuff, and I was like, nah, I can't do all that. You know who made me get it? You saw the Rosa videos.
The Rosa video.
Is
Yes,
Adam
yes, yes.
Ray okay with the wig, and he's like in class. He's like, his character is really, he's so funny. And when I saw his videos on Twitter, he's the only reason I made a TikTok. Like I was like, just because I wanted to see more of him. And I got on it, like for real, like Adam.
I've had people tell us that at the station, man. I'm only on TikTok to follow the content from the
See?
station, and that's pretty dope.
Crazy, yeah.
Where do you come from? Originally?
Hanford, California. It's right next to. You been to Fresno?
Yes.
For real, what'd you do there?
Just a gig. Me and Cuban went out for an interview.
My bad. Hey, just a little gig. Algo leves. Nah. Yeah, I'm from Hanford. It's right under Fresno, and now I'm in LA. I've been in LA for a month only. Barely got there.
That's really the only place I really go to when I go to Cali. I gotta move around California a little bit more. Inspirations that made you like, you know what, go over the top. Me and you talked earlier, and you said you did some studying on George Lopez.
I did. I studied George Lopez religiously. I grew up watching him, and I know a lot of people are like,
George Ross.
do little memes online, and they're like, you know, waking up at 2 a.m. to seeing George Lopez, like, you know, on their TV. Nah, I didn't do all that. I watched him on prime time when he was on ABC. I didn't have cable, so I couldn't do the 2 a.m. Nick at Night. But I grew up watching him. I loved him. I still do, and he was my inspiration because I didn't even think about it at that time. I didn't think about it till maybe 2-3 months ago. That I think I really liked him because on the show he had a crazy mom. He was an only child, and his dad wasn't there. And I never thought about it as a kid, but I think that's what I like resonated with. Is that I was like, he's making it funny to not have his dad there. You know, he's making it funny. Like through that, we're laughing. Even showing like the hard stuff in the episodes where he like confronted his dad and all this stuff. I was like, I like now that I look back, I'm like, damn. Well, that's why I really like pressed into those episodes and into him. And then as you you know, you watch someone, you become a fan of their personal story, and that's what it was. Like for real, like once I started realizing what he had done in his life and what he had to walk through, I was inspired by him and still am. So I made videos of him on TikTok of like myself impersonating him, and he put it on his Instagram.
He did. I was gonna ask you that. Have you ever met him or had communication?
I met him when I was in 8th grade. Oh, creepy! I'll tell you, creepy. Look, he came to Hanford, to my hometown. He went to one of the theaters there, just a little theater, and I heard what hotel he was at because they were like, "Oh, there's some limos over there. Like it has to be him." And I was like, "Say less." So I went with one of my friends, this girl Jenny. We ran over there. Literally, we're in like eighth. I think we're in 8th grade. We ran to that hotel across town. We saw him from like a window outside. He was like doing some makeup stuff in the hotel. We saw him. I was like, "Oof, this is it. This is it." Like it was crazy. And they had 2 limos. They had one. I don't know why they did this. Hella extra, George. Why they did this? They had like a double of the car. Like they had 2 limos. And I'm like, it's only 7 people out here for you to be acting like that. Nah, so so I think they try to trick us.
Around like 6'9".
He was, yeah. I was like, George. He came out of like I don't know which one he came out of, but like I think they tried to make us think he was in this first limo, and he was in the second one, but he turned around. Both limos had left, and he turned around. I never tell that part of the story. I never really tell the story, but the limo had left. It didn't even get like 700 feet. And it turned around, and he came right back into the parking lot, and he was like, "What's up, guys?" And he was like, "You want some pictures?" Stuff like that. Because at first I was like, hey, someone that you look up to, once they walk away, like you can go from biggest fan to like, all right, yeah. So now he turned around, and that was that night. I took the picture. I was shaking. I took the picture. We ran. I literally ran to like 3 of my friends' houses that night. Just to show everybody. Dope. Like I printed it out. My friend, she printed it out like big color. I was like, I went to Staples. I laminated it. Right. I love
George Lopez. That's dope. You've had to take this TikTok. Well, I want to say that originally, man, you're one of the ones doing. You have your own. It's like the music game. Everybody has their own style, their own sauce. You got your own, your own original, I want to say, skits that you do, and they're successful for a reason. Do you want to give the people of TikTok, the people of iHeart, the people of pop radio, like what attributes making a great TikTok?
Honestly, what I've found, I feel like what makes a great one. All expert, and what makes it for me, I think that has been helpful for me is make it relatable stuff. That's what everybody loves, like, because I think a lot of the time we think that we're the only ones that deal with something. We think like little things like when you're in the restaurant with somebody, and then you're like looking at the food, you're just like watching them, and then they're coming, and then you act like you don't see them, and you're like, yeah, and then you act all surprised, and you're like, oh, yeah, oh, sorry, excuse me, like that stuff. Everybody does that. We all act like we don't see it coming. We all act. I mean, not. Some people are like, they're waving it down, but stuff like that. Those have been like my better videos for people because they relate to it. Little things like that, like things that we don't think about that we just naturally do. Because we are all so, I have a character named Junior on my TikTok, and that I do, and a lot of people know him. He's a "Where's My Hug At" kid that I think we all knew in school. And like, hey, where's my hug at? Come here, let me get $1. Stuff like that. And so like, I think like we all, no matter, it doesn't matter if you're in Texas and RGV or if you're in Fresno or Philly. I think that we all have the same people. So I think relatable has been helpful for me.
Ever did any stand-up comedy?
No, not yet. Not yet. Let me know. Let me know when you're trying to put me on. You heard it. You ever thought about it? I thought about it. I didn't think about it until I was getting people on TikTok. I never thought that I would, because I spent a long time just putting my dreams into just like I just kept kind of bringing them down. I don't know if you did that. Like you're just like, you have this dream and then you're like, well, this will also, like, I'll still be happy here. I'll still be happy. You know what? I'll also do this. And at some point, like I was just like, I'm good right here. Like I'm good with this as long as I have this,
Content,
and you
just
know,
content.
yeah, just content. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what, like let me go for it. And so now I'm in now I'm in that place of like, let me do stand up. I want to go like one, you know, and I
TikTok live stand up show.
that's what I'm thinking.
IG live,
That's
TikTok live.
Oh, you're thinking live? Oh no,
Yes.
I was thinking. Ay, no quiere nada. No. If I do that, there's gonna be no laugh because there's gonna be at home.
But you'll you have somebody, you know, letting you know the comments.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
I might
maybe have 2-3 people watching you there. Your you know, audience.
My little crowd, my roommates. Hey, my 3 roommates will be right there. And then I'll
Have
do a
the
little
green
echo. Yeah, I thought about doing stand up in my videos, like I do a little green screen of like a fake stage, add some applause in, just for the effect.
Jokes.
Yeah. I've been writing jokes. Honestly, like the other day I was on the plane and like some flight attendant said something that was funny, or I flew on a plane that was like it had some personality. And so I wrote down some jokes from it because I was like, you know what, this is good. I'm gonna talk about this. Once I have a full set, like I'm gonna do it. So I think on TikTok I'm gonna do like by jokes, you know.
So let's go back to 100 followers, right? Anything you could tell if you had a message to give your 33rd, your 100, or your 1,000, or all the followers that you've acquired and that give you daily inspiration and motivation. If you can tell them anything, what could you tell them right now?
Thank you. People are so nice. People are so good. They've been so nice to me, and it really makes a difference. It makes a difference because you know some days you just feel like, oof, should I be doing this? Some days you're like, I don't know if this is gonna work, or like, or you know, how long is this gonna last? And so it's really nice to have people who comment, because I have to really think about it. Like when people comment something, I'm like, you know what, that was nice. That they took some time to say that. And even like I met some people in Chicago yesterday that follow me, and they were telling me encouraging things about what I've done for them, just little things. And I think it's hard to see yourself as that person. Like I could never see myself as a George Lopez, but sometimes some of these people make you see yourself a little differently. Sometimes some people make you feel like, you know what, like you're actually doing, like you don't have to be like him, like you have your own thing. You got your own thing.
And you ever think about it, George Lopez could never be you. You know, he's dope, he's great, but he's not a TikToker. Maybe not like that.
Period.
You know? So, you know, you're using you know, it's a whole new it's a different technology now. It's a whole different virtual way. You're doing it now. You did it organically on your own. TikTokers, he said he loves you guys. Anything you want to tell a person who has hit rock bottom and doesn't see another way and losing faith? You know, maybe even a YouTuber or content creator. Any message you want to give them?
What I have been told and that I have found just has been good for me is people have told me you just have to be consistent.
Yeah.
That because not all my videos are bangers. Some videos are not, and some of them they're not funny, but some of them are they don't circulate, and so don't let that discourage you. The views, the analytics from that video discourage you. Because if you keep doing it every day, the views are going to be there.
Yes.
You're going to keep popping up on For You pages on TikTok. And that's the beauty of TikTok, is that it gives us a stage where you can land in the lap of anybody. Like the other day I was looking at my TikTok and I saw like Chance the Rapper is following me, and I was like,
I was with Chance about a month ago.
I was like, oh, you know, subtle. I was with Chance.
You're in Chicago, buddy. You know. True. Shout out to Crucial Conflict, Twister, Little Dirk, everybody else who I rock with in Chicago. You know.
It's crazy. It's crazy that these people don't have to be following you to see you. So I would just say, just keep doing it. If you really think it's good, you think it's funny, there's an audience. I'm not for everybody. I know that. I know that George Lopez, Conan O'Brien, Amy Schumer, any of these David Spade, any of these comedians, they are not for everybody, but they're for a lot of
Mark
people.
my words, you're gonna have your own platform, and you're gonna be doing. You're more outgoing. See, I can see you like doing more media than a George Lopez. You play more hats than just a stand-up comedian or an actor. You know what I mean? So, I see you going a long ways, and I see you evolving. And we give you nothing but we honor you here in Chicago. The whole Latino community, salutes you. We're honored that you're so humble, give back to the people, and any real message for the Latinos, why you do this.
The reason to do it is to give us a seat at the table.
Nice.
The way that I see it is that everybody deserves to see themselves on screen. Everybody not to go back to George Lopez again, but when I was that age, in like 8th grade-ish, I was watching all the stuff that was on TV at that time was like According to Jim, Reba, The Nanny, Roseanne, George Lopez. It was like all of these, and then this one guy who looked like me. And so that's why I want to keep doing it. That's why I try to collab a lot with other Latino TikTokers, because I'm trying to just bring us together. Because look, there's enough people that hate us just for being Latinos. For us to then hate ourselves, for us to then hate each other, it's too much.
You were one of the original people. I think we started a TikTok and started dropping videos. We seen you on there. We started following, anybody who is discouraged and doesn't have any followers, I'm not a comedian, you know what I mean? And overnight, I think I did a story with a green screen from the station about I had a live murder that went viral on the internet, sent to my inbox. And it was in the Latino community in Little Village. Some gangbangers shot another Latino, killed him, called him to the gate. In the alley, there's alleys here. Give me a cigarette, got him by the fence, shot him once and then unloaded it. It's all over the internet. So, I said pretty much these guys are already locked up, they're talking. So pretty much don't do the crime, man. If you now you got to do hard time, and we got to do better, us Latinos. And the video took off. You know what I'm saying? We got like 1,000 followers in one night. So going back to what you're saying, it can be discouraging at times when you're putting up a video, you get 100 views or maybe 5, 10, whatever views, but there can be that one video.
Individual videos make a big impact on your overall account. One video can get you so many followers. It happened, and people.
I got 50,000 in one night, and the next morning I was like, okay, let me put some more.
Yeah, exactly. We're addicted.
Now all of them haven't got all those views, but just that one video and some other ones I've made after that have brought our station a lot of traffic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. TikTok's beautiful that way. You
came here to do some work, Chicago?
Yeah, I came to do a little guest. I was a guest on a YouTube series. Yeah. So it comes out in June maybe.
June.
Yeah, it's it comes out in the summer. It's like season 2, episode 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So I played one of my characters from TikTok. So they flew me out here. They got me a hotel, and they were just like, "Do you be?" And I was like, "Of course, I'm hungry."
You guys can do it too, man. That's the whole message from Pop, from Leo. Never give up. 1 minute you can be, mopping, a restaurant, and the next minute you be, the star at the restaurant. You know what I mean? So, yeah, stay consistent.
There's room for all of us. There's room for real. You really see, we all deserve to eat.
Yes, of course, and there's enough out here for everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to send a special salute to that had helped you, that motivated you, sponsored, anything, that got you through?
I honestly, just my friends that have known me forever, that have known me since I was little, and they kind of walked with me through tough seasons. That's the exciting part of it, is being celebrated by those friends who knew what the seasons that it was in, like that, because it's like for them, like, and they voice it. They're very vocal about knowing how exciting things like this are for me, because it didn't look like it was possible. And so that's who, that's what I'm grateful for. And my relationship with the Lord has been the most important thing for me.
So I gotta ask you a question that I find it kind of funny to ask it, because I've never asked it. Got any TikTokers you look up to?
Yeah.
You know what? I've never asked that question, Leo. I ask artists all the time. Give me your, most top, 5 artists that influence you. But I gotta ask you, who are some TikTokers that you look up to?
I look up to, one of my favorite TikTokers is a guy that I actually worked with like 2 weeks ago. His name's Tony. His TikTok is Jason Tony, and he does videos as he plays his own girlfriend with a wig, like a toxica.
Oh, I definitely.
Blonde.
Blonde. He's got like a beat.
Yeah. He's been one of my favorite.
You've had him on your TikTok.
We did a video like two weeks ago, which was huge for me because I think he's so
dope.
funny.
Yeah, I gotta look at him.
And he lives like 20 minutes away from me, and so dope. I'm excited to have become friends with him. I was watching him when I first made the TikTok.
Check him out. Yeah.
I really like him. I don't follow a lot of
you better follow Pop Radio.
I don't follow like a lot of dance video. I don't. My For You page is very like. It's very like, I love a good emotional video. I love when like people gift stuff to their families, like
mother
a blanket or
cry
something.
when you did the novela skits.
Ah!
My mother, I wanted to cry loud, like, look at her. It's pretty creative, man. It's different. I say bring some old school Chapulín Colorado and all that kind of stuff,
Okay.
You have the stage, you have the platform, people. I say, they reinvent Voltron and G.I. Joe and Rocky and all this all the time. Why not?
We're about to be out here, Chavo del Ocho. We're about to. Okay. All right.
Man, Cheech and Chong, stuff like, anything that was
classics,
old school.
The classics. Yeah, because the Gen Z doesn't know a lot about that, I don't think. The next generation under
and it's a way to pass it on.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Remember, I don't know if you remember, but Pancho and Cisco?
I don't remember right now.
That's like the Lone Ranger. It's an old sitcom. The Lone Ranger had a guy with him, Indian all the time. He was Tancho. The Lone Ranger was the sheriff, and Tancho was like his assistant. The show was called The Lone Ranger. So they had a sitcom that was almost like it, and it was Pancho and Cisco. Pancho and Cisco.
Okay.
And they rode horses and they were bandits. But it was a funny... Look that up.
Okay.
The Cisco Kid. That was the name of it. Pancho and the Cisco Kid.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I think old stuff like that was classics. Yeah. If you reinvent them, I think you got it.
Okay.
And then you got a lot of people in LA that I'm sure grew up on stuff like that.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that I found to help me with stuff like that.
I do have a question for you about TikTok. Music, does that at all help people go like and the hashtags? So the For You page and the FYP, that's all for the what do they call it, algorithms or
the FYP and the For You page hashtag, TikTok has said that doesn't really help.
It doesn't.
Okay. If you want to be discovered by people, you need to do a hashtag related to what your video is about.
Right. Media, dancer,
if you
karate.
do radio, you put hashtag radio, hashtag interview, hashtag sit down. And it'll tell you how many people use that hashtag before. So don't use something that people don't use. Use something that has like 40 million views.
Dope.
Because FYP and For You page, like,
split up.
It doesn't. TikTok themselves said you shouldn't use it. You shouldn't do that. And music-wise, I people have made a whole career from putting their song on TikTok. Like, it's making dreams for sure.
It was amazing having you here, Leo. I know that you don't want to come back.
No. I do. I try to get pizza here. Domino's? Nah. No. It's just the cold. It was the cold for me.
Yeah, no.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go take a break a little bit from that because the cold here is different. It hits different.
Yes. Well, I mean, you came. Like I said,
Yeah.
we've never seen a time like this in some years. It is 10 below zero today. Bird, you know, and yeah, it's
good. Time. It was good. I really enjoyed it though.
Well, we enjoyed having you here at Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium. Salute to all your endeavors, everything you're doing. Keep God first in your heart. Stay consistent. Anything you want to say to the people before you leave, and give them your social media and stuff again.
Well, if you wanna follow me, I'm on TikTok and Instagram is Leo Gonzalez, like Leo Gonzalez, but with 2 L's, Gonzall. And I'd love for you to go on there and hopefully you see yourself in it, something you relate to, or you know, I think I try to do some wholesome too. So if you want to go on there, I just wanted to have a little community.
Anybody interested in booking, doing a TikTok, all his stuff is on his social media, the links. It will be right here in the description. We love you guys. It's been another beautiful artist spotlight with Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.
Menelo, 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 baby, menelo.